Gale, the savage lord of murder. His worshippers are killers all, who spread his darkness further. Chantea is our mother great, hers is the hearth and home. Our harvest on her blessing wait, thus we reap what we've sown. Sirik is the prince of strife, god of deceit and madness. Watch for the dark sun and his lies. Dark Sun, great game setting. Who'll rob your bonds of gladness. Oh, number 9. Milil is the lord of song. Pray to him for inspiration. Hear his call and sing along. Let his art be your salvation. Miracle is the lord of death, of hopelessness and ending things. He'll come for all their last breath, lords and peasants, crooks and kings. Mistra, goddess of all mages, she provides and tends the weave, revered by many through the ages. All magic we from her receive. And an old school book. A school's attendance log fills the ancient pages. As the pages and days progress, more and more pupils' names vanish from the entries. In urgent script, a note in the margin states that someone has to investigate what's become of the missing children and their families.
Someone's diary. Might explain what happened here.
Well, yeah, we just grabbed that. There was also the missing persons poster. Sometimes there's things under these rocks. Oral history is Phandalin. Paladin Oathbreakers. Oh my. Oh right, we got Speak with Dead. How are we gonna click that? Maybe we still can do it with the alt. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcription of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 7. Velimor the Outcast, 52 years of age, human paladin, Oathbreaker. Given Valimor's reputation of Athkatla, the city she once called home, I met the former knight officer of the noble and exclusive Order of the Radiant Heart with no small amount of trepidation. She has lived as an outcast for some years now, and the rumors of her character quite preceded her. I spoke to one of the prelates of the order. Prelates or prelates? I'm going to say prelates. Who described her as a dreadful, sadistic traitor, warning me that to find her would be suicide, that she would kill me before I could speak a single word. He was wrong. When I finally tracked her down, we spoke for hours, and I left with her blessing to share her story. I will not disclose her meeting place, as the order punishes those who violate their vows with beheading. Of course I regret it. Breaking an oath isn't going back on your word. It's not an ethical quandary. It wrenches out a part of your soul. Before, I could call on angels to fight alongside me. I could banish fiends back to the hells and demons to the abyss, all with a thought and a prayer. I lost my voice. I speak, but this isn't my voice. It's an echo, a whisper. Tell them this. Most days, I wish I'd died rather than break my oath. But I'd never take back what I did, what I refused to do. Damn the order! Service became dogma, obedience was virtue, and to question was sin. Justice and duty are uncomfortable bedfellows, and eventually they make bastards of us all. Where is my Speak with Dead? No. Oh, well, I can see the tiefling now. I hadn't actually noticed them.
Here goes nothing.
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell. You realize the tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
I wonder what happened. All right, we've got 5 questions. I'd love to put a vote, but we know it's like not working properly right now. What brought you to the village? Anything of value you happen to have? Who did this to you? Where are you from? I mean, we get asked for the loots, right? Well, again, what would Dell say? What would Dell say? Just leave. What brought you to this village? A lot of people want one. What brought you to this village? All right.
Strange warriors. Gold. Skin. Silver blades.
I have many more questions. That's not what I expected at all. I was like, well, you know, we lost our home and we just moved here because it was a place. Where did you see those warriors?
Mountains. Road. Gate.
I bet you if we had Lae'zel in here, she'd have something to say there. I mean, it's probably the ogres, but let's check.
Ogres.
Yeah.
Hungry. Bloodied. Screams.
Well, there's nothing we can do about you now. Oh, but we could find your next of kin, right? Shire Baggins. Now, do you have anything of value?
True sight. No coin.
True sight? And where are you from?
El Turel.
Yeah.
Zoru.
Oh, I know Zoru. They're in the Emerald Enclave, aren't they? The Druid Grove? El Turel was the city that was like dragged down into Avernus, if and I recall correctly. All right, A is for Azoth and Other Gods, Volume 7. Lyra? Lady of Deception, the goddess who wears many masks. Invoke her name, avoid perception. She hides your lies and secret tasks. For joy, Lyra you must call. Not Lyra, but Lyra. You must call and worship her through soul-felt dance. So find her presence in feast halls. Do not give idleness a chance. Loviatar's pleasure is your pain, your scars an offering. Scourge or candle, whip or cane, can your devotion bring. The Approachable East. That one's lootable instead of readable when you click. That's why I keep right-clicking to just do the read. What a land is Cormyr! Certainly, the geography is dramatic, edged by mountains and sea, filled with sports and swamps. But why dwell on these when the great walls of Suzail loom ahead? One sees the city's walls as one approaches, but there's no understanding them from a distance. It's only as one gets close, and they loom higher and higher and higher, that one appreciates the majesty of Ba Sing Se. I passed through the gates the size of castles to enter this magnificent city. The streets are patrolled by elite armored Kniggets known as Purple Dragons, and frequented by nobles in the most elegant fashions. The port is filled with ships from across the Sea of Fallen Stars, carrying goods from lands I only knew from legends. The docks overflowed with fruit, spices, silks, and animal pelts. You will not see a finer market if you have the golden lions to spend. Also, the harming of cats is strictly forbidden. A thoroughly civilized land. I agree. There's no war in Cormyr. Okay. Oh! Tales of Faerun. Hang on. I gotta read another book. Oh, I was gonna say, I think I'm encumbered. Do. First of all, add to wares. There we go. No longer encumbered. A shepherd's son tended to his father's flock on the banks of the Kionthar? I'm gonna go with Kionthar. The days grew long and the boy grew bored. To amuse himself, he called out, "Beholder! Beholder!" The shepherd came running, but there was no beholder. The boy pointed and giggled, but the shepherd scolded him. "Do not cry beholder when there's no beholder. Promise?" "I promise," said the boy. But the next day was as boring as last. "Beholder!" the boy cried, and his father rushed to his side. The boy laughed and laughed, but the shepherd only frowned and shook his head. 3 days later, the boy spotted a round figure floating in the distance. It had one giant eye in the middle of its face, and a mouthful of pointed teeth, and thin stalks growing from it, each with an eye peeking from the tip. Famously, beholders, of course, roam the open plains of Faerun looking for sheep to eat. That's totally their vibe. "Beholder! Beholder!" he shouted, but no one came. The beholder began to float towards him, and the boy turned and sprinted along the river. He ran and ran until he reached the high bank and could run no more. The boy cried and cowered, bracing for the beholder's deadly ray. Instead, a familiar voice said, "Turn around!" The boy turned. There was no beholder, only the shepherd clad in a woolen cloak. A giant eye was painted on the front and toothy mouth below. Vines were sewn to the cloak's edges. "You scared me," sobbed the boy. "That makes us even," said his father, as he dried the boy's tears. Boy never cried beholder again. I'm gonna give that one a 2 out of 10. Alrighty. You're still wandering around. We still need to do the well. But first, I think... I think it's, yeah, it's just active, right? Or did we have to click on it to activate it? Yeah, it's a better story than The Boy Who Cried Wolves, because doesn't he get eaten by the wolf in the end, at least in the original?
Nothing less you like trash. Then keep looking.
So, We're gonna loot the heck out of this place for crafting materials. Clearly an alchemist shop. Or herbalist or something. Not really expecting a tremendous amount of things in value in these racks, but I mean, we gotta check them, right? Luculite, probably a rock. Oh, there you go. Recipe unlocked. Mugwort. Potion of healing. Oh yeah, I gotta reorganize my my potions and spread them out properly here. Mugwort. Electric. Oh, I need to read this, not just take it. Where did you go? That's annoying. Sort by latest. The ledger is filled with cultivation instructions for a range of medicinal plants. One entry is underlined. Deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes.
There's a cellar here somewhere.
Fascinating.
See one?
I think we read the extracts rule of threes before. No notification yet, but I do expect food to be anytime now. Essentia. Yeah. A long-winded instruction explains that Haskin Zephelin's notes, published as is from the work journal, help bring... Yeah, we've read this one. Because it ends with, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of three. Thrice the same ingredients forms an extract excellent. And indeed, that's the case. If we go here, we can get a bunch of extracts from every triplicate of ingredients we've got. We can go ahead and do that. There's the wooden hatch there. I don't know why Shadowheart said we didn't see any. I don't think we had to do a perception check for it, but I'm not certain. Sorry, is that a skeleton? Maybe just dried out person. Let me check the other side of this building. And then I need to take a quick bio break. I'll check the door for the pizza in a minute here too. And then we're gonna head down into the cellar. Rotten mushroom. The Wonders of Phandalin. In this year, 950 DR, that's Dale Reckoning, there can hardly be a more prosperous and fortunate town than Phandalin. Phandelver's pact has brought prosperity to this land, splitting the wonders of the Wave Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples, living and working together in harmony. We have also tempted human spellweavers from across the north to our town, who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Phandelver's pact. Mayor Alderleaf invites you to come and witness this miracle for yourself. See the powers being uncovered in Forge of Spells and the prosperity this power brings. I dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival for the title of Jewel of the North. There's an adventure about Phandelver. I can't remember what the full adventure name is. Someone in the chat will know. Shaggy wardrobe. They're hardly worth it. Cander's light. I don't know, maybe take it. We can play dress up later. There'll be a second copy of that hat. A crystal ball. It's only worth $1? Seriously. I am disappointed. Mine's a Phandelver. Thank you.
Not bad. I've had better days.
Yeah. What happens if we have a Astarion look in the mirror?
Still nothing.
That's actually very interesting to me, knowing, and I think it's related. I think it's related to the cellar we're about to go into. But there's a particular mirror in there. What happens when you use a Astarion to do it? A collection of the most notable letters sent from Candlekeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. To the Sage Elminster. Over the past year, I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorion. So I wanted to be the one to deliver the sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorion and his ward, main character from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after the road to Baragost. The Gate Warden tells me that Gorion saw to it that several of the attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward, there was no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honor, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. P.S. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but I might ask, why do you need so much info about Balespawn? What exactly are you working on?
Breathe deep and move.
Oh, these tools should go to Asterion. Go. I'll have to make a trip to town soon. Okay, let me what we'll do, take a short little pause here. I'm gonna go pee. Everyone should get up and stretch, rehydrate. Also check the door for pizza itch. So we'll be back in a minute. Enjoy chair and some commercials.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Okay, no pizza yet. How unfortunate.
Gotta be something here.
Absolute don't want this junk.
How'd you know?
Let's read this household prayer. Lathander to light, Seluna to guide, Kalemvor to judge, and passage provide. Stuffed hyena head. Fire's still going on here.
Something good here, I hope.
No. All right, let's go into the cellar. Seluna. Oh, Shar's gonna burn that propaganda. It's okay. It's not like we have a priestess to Shar with us in the party. I guess we do kind of have to call it a night, don't we? Like long rest time, I mean. Oh. Thanks, Wall Graphics, for going away because I was too close to it. I mean, we could short rest to get our heals on.
I'll feel that one later.
It's not a full heal. And Dolores and Shadowheart are still out of spell slots. I do have my shapeshifts back, which is nice. That was a pretty rough thing. I think we're gonna go ahead and do a long rest. How come? That's interesting. Why can't I use this bed? I can use any of the other three, but not that one. Oh. Oh, I think Gale's. Oh. I say maybe he's getting hungry, but no. He's doing illusionary stuff. Hey, Gale. That one's Lazelle's badge. She'll kill you if you take it. Ooh, Dad. Looks like she's got a headband of intellect. Cut it out, that spell here is attracting mosquitoes. Who is that?
Oh. My, you startled me. I, was miles away.
The figure you conjured, who is she? Someone you miss?
No, she's no one, really. I was just practicing an incantation.
Seems sus. I still have the -1 from Bloodless. You don't have that look on your face when you're looking at no one. Not a very hard DC. Just doing some 3D modeling. Yeah, this version of Blender.
What can I say? She's
Oh!
Mistra.
Oh!
I can't quite describe it.
Goddess of Magic.
The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies. The weave. Mistra is all magic. And as far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
Now, as far as I know, this is the second Mistra. The OG Mistra was actually killed by Helm during the Time of Troubles and was replaced by a human spellcaster who went by the name Midnight, but she ascended and became the new Goddess of Magic and took on the mantle, the name of Mistra as well. Didn't realize the depth of your devotion. You sound like a spitting schoolboy. You're deluded. It's more to life than one goddess. I kind of like two. You sound like a spitting schoolboy. Which might be the third or the fourth. Yeah, I don't know, actually. That might be. Now, and I actually don't know in this setting if the Midnight incarnation is still the current one, in which case it would mean what I consider to be the OG Mistra was not the first, or there've been a replacement since then. I don't know. I haven't kept up with all the novelizations and things. I kind of want to go with two. Sound like a spitting schoolboy. He's in love.
It is a kind of love, after all. At the very least, the most deep-seated passion. Magic is
life. Sorry,
I've
been watching a lot of Ted
Weave
Lasso.
for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses.
Oh, the spell plague as another death of Mistra. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that would have been a novelization to pair up with 4th edition, which I didn't read. Okay. And of course Cyric would be the one to freaking kill them. Because they used to be adventurers together. Cyric, Midnight, and Kalemvor adventured together during the Time of Troubles. And all ended up getting elevated to different gods at some point. I feel like there might have been a fourth one in the group, but I can't remember who that was. I have to reread those novels. I'm sorry. Would I like to experience what? Magic? It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this? Why do I feel this is like more horn dog stuff? But yeah, no, yes, I'm quite curious. Of course.
Then follow my lead.
Okay. I mean, he's got great hair, but I mean, he's no Asterion. Dude, that's just dancing lights.
Now you.
Okay. I mean, I can cast spells, but I suppose mine come from a different place. Do a sleight of hand, imitate the gesture quickly and decisively. Arcana, imitate the gesture slowly as precisely as you can. Performance, imitate the gestures with flourish. I don't know. We'll try to do it. Court all the companions. That's what I was going to try in the second Dragon Age. Did it have a sub thing? Because it was Dragon Age Origin, Dragon Age 2, then Dragon Age Inquisition. Did 2 have a subtitle? In there, I had planned on actually trying to romance all the companions, and then I accidentally clicked the wrong option somewhere, and then like got into a permanent relationship with someone. But yeah, 2. Okay, just 2, no subtitle. Whoa! I didn't expect it to work. Why is Quill bloodless? Someone may have
Feels
taken a nibble.
something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time.
Oh, Mistra's presence.
It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Repeat the words slowly, but carefully. Just straight up intelligence check. You sense power in these words. Speak them deliberately. Oh, that's interesting. Arcana wisdom. Because normally most Arcana checks are based on intelligence. Although I do have the warped headband of intellect to help out. That's interesting the way it's listed, because it's -1 from intelligence, +4 from warped headband. The warped headband is giving me a 17 intelligence, which is a +3. So it's like, the way it's showing the math is kind of odd. Performance. So +3, 1d4. So either way, that math comes out exactly the same. Yeah, d20 +2 plus d4, d20 +2 plus a d4. Regardless here. I don't know, I do sense power in these words. I will speak them deliberately. Yeah, it does feel like a multi-class games wizard. Or getting the feat that you, like, get a wizard cantrip or something. Just don't roll a 1. There we go.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
Concept of harmony. How do you picture the concept of harmony? I love it, though. History. Think of the here and now, the unexpected moment of learning. Again, history, but wisdom. Picture a place of utter peace, away from all harm, mayhem, and civilization. All right, and that sounds like what I would do here as the Druid. Insight. Recall a memory of early youth, a happy family moment. Performance. Hum a familiar tune. Or it's too abstract. Interestingly enough, insight is actually going to be my best roll here, because I've got the proficiency in it. Intelligence insight, again, it's inverted. A lot of times an insight is a wisdom check. It's not guaranteed in 5th Ed. It's just very typical that it happens that way. So even though we have the best number with this one, I'm going to go, because I'm a druid, I'm going to go the nature one. Picture a place of utter peace, away from all harm and mayhem of civilization. DCs keep being low on this, and I've got inspiration, so I'm not too concerned. Crushed it anyway. Oh. Ooh, their hands are close to touching. Ooh.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mistra's hand.
Gale really doesn't vibe for me, though.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Magical. Sensual, even. Effortless. You're a wonderful teacher. I'm going to go with 2. Effortless. You're a wonderful teacher.
Oh, I know.
The weave.
Gale doesn't annoy me as much as he did
The moment
when I
feels
played in Eerie.
intimate.
Hold on to the moment. Good night for intimacy. No mood to be so close to Gale. Release your grasp on the. He doesn't vibe for me, so I'm gonna go with option 2 here.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold.
I can go see Asterion again, though, right?
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Gale's best boy. He does give me a little bit of Baltar vibes from Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I know I know Astarion doesn't have like a exclamation mark or anything, but
Yes.
you are a little bit covered in blood. I just want to become a vampire, exactly.
It's simple.